a permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, here's Agnew. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Adrian Peterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down, Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Jamie Collins.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And it's third down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. Agnew now to return. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
48-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Desmond Trufant brought him down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 33. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Hands to Dalvin Cook.
Now a second down and 6.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now Cousins.
Down 6. At the Lions, 13-yard
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford catches made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
They were going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. Called out an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
1 yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Carter. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a dump off here, complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Vikings.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 7.
Throwing again is Stafford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Stafford on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford got a man. That's Allison. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
Double team that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Johnson. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st down, it's Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
28-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
To Dalvin Cook.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins again. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Vikings.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. That'll be complete to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if I
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Detroit. Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Back at the 37.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Go home, boy. Good job.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now he finds his target. It's sharp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
To Adam Thielen.
That's good for 28 yards.
Minnesota.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Today,
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.